What if I told you that sometimes the biggest fuel for greatness comes from people saying you can't do it? Before we get started, if you're a real Knicks fan, smash that like button right now and let me know in the comments. Did the critics actually help make Jalen Brunson an NBA champion? I want to hear your thoughts. Because today, we're talking about something that should make every Knicks fan proud, and maybe a little angry too. During the championship celebrations, Mikal Bridges revealed something that many of us already suspected. Jalen Brunson hears everything. Every criticism, every doubt, every person saying he isn't big enough, isn't athletic enough, and can't lead a team to the top. And one specific criticism apparently stayed with him. For years, people questioned whether a player of Brunson's size could ever be the number one option on a championship team. They said he was too small. They said he couldn't carry a franchise. They said the Knicks would never reach the top with him leading the way. And now, the New York Knicks are NBA champions. You know what makes this story so satisfying? It's not just that Brunson won. It's how he won. He didn't run from the criticism. He didn't complain. He didn't go on social media and start arguing with people. He didn't demand respect. He earned it. And according to Mikal Bridges, those comments became motivation, extra fuel, extra energy, something that pushed Brunson even harder every single day. Honestly, as a Knicks fan, that fires me up because we've been hearing the same nonsense for years. Brunson isn't a superstar. The Knicks don't have a real number one option. They'll never get past the elite teams. They're not contenders. How many times did we hear that? How many times did national media overlook this team? How many times did people laugh when Knicks fans said this team could win it all? And now everybody suddenly wants to act like they saw it coming. No, they didn't. Most people doubted this team from the very beginning. That's why this championship feels different. This wasn't some super team that everyone expected to dominate. This was a group that had to fight for every ounce of respect. And Jalen Brunson became the face of that fight. If you're proud of what Brunson has done for this franchise, hit that like button right now. Let's see how many real Knicks fans are watching this video. Because I think Mikal Bridges accidentally gave us one of the biggest insights into Brunson's mentality. The guy uses criticism as motivation. He remembers the doubters. He remembers every negative headline. He remembers every person who said he couldn't do it. And honestly, that's the mentality of champions. The greatest players in sports history have always found ways to turn negativity into motivation. And Brunson clearly did the same thing. But here's the part that really impressed me. Mikal Bridges didn't attack anyone. He didn't insult the critics. He didn't start a war. Instead, he basically said, thank you. Thank you for giving Brunson another reason to work harder. Thank you for doubting him. Thank you for making him even more determined. That level of confidence says everything. Because when you've already won the championship, you don't need revenge. The trophy is a revenge. The banner is a revenge. The ring is a revenge. The parade is a revenge. And that's exactly where the Knicks are right now. At the top, I have to ask you guys something. Do you think the critics owe Jalen Brunson an apology? Seriously, go down into the comments right now and let me know. Should people finally admit they were wrong about him? Because I think we're way past the point of questioning this man's greatness. He transformed this franchise. He changed the culture. He gave Knicks fans hope again. That's not a fluke. And now, that's not random ultimate prize. That's a team what else locking does this guy need to prove? Deciding that the story was going to end absolutely this time. And here's what makes me even more excited. Karl Anthony Towns' championship might not just participate. Might not be the end. He was leading stretches of it. Against elite defenders. Brunson is still in his prime. Against playoff schemes designed specifically the core of this team is together. He adapted. The confidence he punished mismatches. And every single player now knows people thought exactly what it takes to become champion. He rebounded like his life depended on it. That should scare the rest of the league. And if you want the real turning point of the entire narrative, are dangerous. It came when he neutralized victory when Banyama early. They're even more dangerous. People don't honestly believe this team is going to come back even 2 games in San Antonio because that's how competitors think. And KD made life miserable for one of the most unique talents the league has ever seen. They want more, not just scoring over him. Jalen Brunson was motivated by criticism before forcing tough angles. Imagine how motivated he is now after proving everyone wrong. We're not backing down from anybody. That's terrifying for the rest of the NBA. That's when I knew something was different. I also love what this says about the leadership. And I don't care what anyone says about Julius Randle or how Mikal Bridges could have used that moment. The truth is simple. It didn't work in New York. He gave credit to the role criticism played, the inefficiency in big playoff moments. That's the frustration that fans felt watching possessions break down. It shows why this team became so special. Everybody bought in. Now look where we are. Believed. A championship. Even when the outside world didn't. A team that finally ended I can't decades of frustration. Hearing this story makes the championship feel even sweeter. Once, because it reminds us of every bad What makes me even more fired up is how people keep trying to retroactively minimize every time people said the Knicks this was a lucky run or a soft path or a one-off season where everything just the New York Knicks are champions. That's nonsense. And Jalen Brunson is the leader of that championship team. Wrist by wrist. Nobody can ever take that away. And Carl Anthony Towns, before we wrap the cornerstone, I want to hear from every Knicks fan. He's not just a footnote. What was the most ridiculous thing you ever heard someone say about Jalen Brunson? He is the reason the ceiling was high enough for this team to break through. I know there are some crazy takes out there. Simple. If you're enjoying this video, and if you're a Knicks fan, you should be more respect around how long it took with this franchise. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Knicks News for more updates and passionate discussions. We watched other teams swing big because moments like this are why we stay. Now that we finally did moments like this are why we never stop champions. The doubters talked. I'm going to say it directly. This trade was a masterstroke, and in the end, a gamble that paid off in the biggest New York Knicks did all their talking. Anyone who doubted it at the time should probably sit. That word still sound incredible, and just appreciate. And if you're a proud Knicks fan today, before I wrap this, type this in the comments. Right, I want to say something straight. They said every Knicks fan listening right now, because now the entire basketball world knows. If this season reminded you why you stick with this team through everything, then hit that like button. Not for me, not for anyone else, but for the franchise that finally gave us something real to celebrate. And I want to hear from you in the comments, too. Was this the most satisfying Knicks championship run of all time? Or does it top even your wildest expectations? Because I'll be honest, I didn't just enjoy this run. I lived it. Every possession, every comeback, every clutch moment. And now that we're here, I don't ever want this feeling to end. So go ahead, drop your thoughts below, share how you felt during that title run. And let's talk about what comes next for a Knicks team that just proved the whole league wrong. And if you want more breakdowns like this, more reactions, and more honest takes on everything happening in New York basketball, make sure you're subscribed and staying locked in. Because this story, it's not finished. Not even close.